Hey there everyone, thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be talking about Incendiary by Zoraida Córdova. Kind of just love saying her name. Anyway, as you all probably remember, I loved her Brooklyn Bruja series. You can see all of those reviews in my 2020 book reviews. But I have to say, I really do like the direction this one took. So the Brooklyn Brujas was more, contemporary fantasy. It took place in Brooklyn with Brujas. I liked this one because it's its own world. There's still a lot of Latinx culture in her writing, and I love that about Zoraida. I really do love how she imbues her writing with a lot of Latinx culture. You can just hear it when you're reading it. You can hear it in the names, like Renata. She's our main character, and her nickname, she hates it, is Incendiary because she just kind of blows up. She's very emotional. But that doesn't make her unlikable. But we're talking about that in a little bit more. Her storytelling is so amazing. I love the storytelling, and I like that we are getting to see more of her writing style, how it's more fantastical. You got to see in the Brooklyn Brujas, she's really good at details. She is good at world building. She is good at fantasy. But I felt like there was more in this novel. I felt like there was more. And we're also kind of dealing with, in a way, I want to say racism, xenophobia. It kind of, because Renata, she's a Moira. And they are, a class of people who have magical abilities. Everyone who's not magical hates them. They fear them. They want them gone, or dead, pretty much. And the military, this royal government, they only appreciate them when they can use them, which is true in Renata's case. Sorry. She was a child when she was taken, and she is, let me see. I wrote it down. So you got my notes here. Color coding everything now. She is a Robari. That's it. A Robari. They are, a sect within the Morai who have control over memories. She can take away your memories. And the general, he was sweet to her. He treated her like his own daughter. So she did feel indebted to him. But she was a kid. She didn't really know what she was doing. She didn't know that taking away every single memory turned someone into a hollow. Took away everything that they are. Left them as just husk of what they were. She had no idea until the Whispers, the rebel group, they call themselves the Whispers, until they came and rescued her. So now she works for the Whispers, and she's been working for the Whispers for years, but they don't trust her. They don't like her. She feels like an outcast among the people she's supposed to fit in with, and the people who want her only want her for her power. They don't truly love her. So you really do feel bad for Renata. But anyway, I like the structure of the fantasy here, and I love that opening. Oh, that opening, it sets the stage for everything. It's very dark. You have Celeste. She's digging an unmarked grave. She works for the Whisper. She has to get this item back to the Whispers. And then, the Blood Prince comes. And it's just a very dark, it's a very stormy night. Was it stormy? I feel like it was stormy. In my imagination, it was a stormy night. But it sets the stage for the rest of the story. And then it's such a good prologue. You're lured in. The fact that she's building this unmarked grave, the fact that she is doing all of this for the Whispers, it's a great opening. And that just highlights Cordova's writing talent. She's really able to create a very strong atmosphere for her storytelling. You know, it's the catalyst for her for the rest of the novel. It sets the tone for the rest of the novel. And I think that that's incredible because that tone does carry on until the end, throughout the entire narrative, and that's what really makes it captivating. You're just lured in. You are lured into her world that she's building here, that she has built. Now, as for the characterization, I like Renata. I already said that. I didn't really find a lot of fault with the characterization. I think there's definitely a lot of gray area for the characters. And you have to think there has to be if they're Whispers, you know, if they're rebels. Sometimes being a rebel means that you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do. You know, ethically challenging, morally challenging. You're going to have to do some dark things. So Renata, again, she has a lot of baggage. You know, she was told as a child, like, hey, you're kind of a monster. She wasn't really accepted by the Whisperers. She's still not accepted. She's an outcast. So she really just kind of separates herself from the people, even the ones who would be her friends, even the ones who would like to be her friends. She has this wall up because she's just scared. You know, she's also punishing herself a lot. But she was a child, you know? I think she has to forgive herself a little bit because she had no idea what she was doing when she was a child. She has no idea how her powers were being used and abused. But she's punishing herself. So, you know, you have the Whispers, they're kind of punishing her. You know, they're just like stick up their noses to her a little bit. But she's also punishing herself as well by creating this barrier around her. She doesn't think she deserves friends. So even the ones who do want to be her friends, she has the wall up. So it really does make her a complex character. I do like the level of depth that it's given to developing her. I think she is compelling, ultimately. I loved seeing her journey throughout the story. It's a good journey. You get to see her kind of question everything that she's been told. She's questioning her own memories. And she has to question her own memories because the memories she takes, they don't just vanish. They're in her. So she has a lot of identity issues as well. She's questioning her identity. She's like, what's me? What am I? I have all these memories. But what is, like, do I really like this because I like it or because this memory gives me a warm feeling about it? Do I really hate this? Because there's instances like that. She's struggling with her own identity. She's struggling with her pageant. She's with her power and her magic, and it really does make her a compelling character to see her go on this journey of self-discovery, discovering the limits of her power, discovering what she can do with her power. And I think that that's really captivating. I know I said that already. It's compelling to follow her journey. I will say this. Córdova, she does drop a lot of hints here and there about the direction the story is going. So you kind of see that little twist at the end coming, but it does not make that little twist at the end any less enjoyable. Especially because there's a twist in the end I didn't see coming. I had no idea. I was like, mind blown. Mind blown by Incendiary near the ending. So, you know, my overall rating is going to be a 4 out of 5. It didn't blow me away, but I still loved it, and I'm so looking forward to reading the sequel. It's coming out soon. I'm so excited. I'm excited. So if you want to go ahead and purchase the book, I will include a link in the description below for you to purchase it. Please purchase from a local bookseller or online book retailer. Try to avoid Amazon if you can. If money's tight, please support your local library by checking out the book at your local library. And on that note, I hope you all will continue to support me by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. As always, happy reading!